hold on.
Hey, yo, it's your boy MTup22, man, back at you with another video. Alright, y'all, so today I decided to do something a little different. I came into this year with like a newer mindset, and please don't take that as me being one of them New Year's resolution people.
What's your New Year's resolution?
Go to the gym, work out,
get in better shape.
I want to lose 10 pounds.
To lose weight.
I decided that I wanted to like do something more helpful for y'all, you know what I'm saying? I've been on a journey to like really like change myself, really heal myself, and clean myself of like the negative stuff that's really been holding me down in life. Get that feeling of being stagnant. So if you ever had like feelings like that, hey, I guess this would be a perfect video for you. We're going to be talking about 10 things that you can do right now to improve your life in 2023. I'll be honest, a little 2023 thing, that's really just, you know, some would call it clickbait, some would call it relevant to the year that we're in. We're gonna start from 1 and go up to 10. Number 1, New Year's resolution. Bruh, don't make a New Year's resolution. I'm telling you right now, those just is not good. Every year that we get to the end of the calendar year, we have this great party, New Year's, celebrate. New Year's resolution. What's your New Year's resolution? What's your New Year's resolution? What's your New Year's resolution? I can't believe I said that 3 times fast without, fumbling words. But people do this every year, man. It becomes a trap. The worst one that we always see became so popular that it's actually just quite sad at this point. Oh, I'm about to get in the gym this year, bro. First 2 weeks of any gym that you can think of, really. Especially if they're popular. Like, they're big gyms, oh, definitely. Them dust is full. There's not even a point of going to the gym in January, honestly. Like, if you're a person that works out all the time, you might as well just not go in January, because, like, that's where you see the most people who are telling themselves something. They don't really have that energy, like, to really follow behind it. They're just doing it because they said they put it in their resolution. Y'all gotta stop with those. Instead of New Year's resolutions, you should just set goals, man. Me personally, I'm not a big long-term goal maker. I like to do short-term stuff, stuff that I could accomplish within like 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or a year. I don't even like when people ask me where do I see myself at 5 years from now. I hate answering that question though. I didn't really care for it when I was 15 either. When they said 10 years in the future when you're 15, I mean 25. That's not great. When I was 15, 25 wasn't considered old at all. Y'all be ODing it. But what I told myself 10 years ago I was gonna be today, or really like a few years ago at this point, did not hold up. But what I did learn is that I found myself more. What I would say is set short-term goals. Matter of fact, I'll give y'all a few of mine just to like help you out. For example, this is a YouTube video. Clearly, I want to grow my channel, right? My goal by the end of this year is to get somewhere between 10 and 50,000 subs. I think that's a realistic goal. I'm at 1,000 right now, and I feel like I'm going in a healthier direction more than ever in my life. So I want to do that. I've thought about getting braces this year, straighten my teeth out, It was like a mental block for me, like growing up. It's like, dang, crooked teeth, like how J. Cole said in the song. I'm comfortable with every part of me, but there are things I would still like to improve, if that makes sense. Number 3, change your diet. Be more conscious. When I say that, I mean like just be more health conscious. When I tell you to change your diet, I ain't saying you gotta do these extreme things everybody else be doing where you just literally have to cut life off. Like, they be wanting you to like cut your limbs off. I ain't telling you to do all that. Eat better in general. Proportion yourself, because really eating is about proportioning. You can't eat 7 steak dinners in one day and then also think that you're gonna look like The Rock the next day. Although I do understand The Rock has a crazy diet, but the amount of working out he does equates to like that. You can't be sitting here eating 10 bags of sugar every day. Never drink water and only drink soda your whole life. Different things like that that's decaying your teeth. The energy that you take in is the same energy that you're probably going to be giving back out. I'm not Jenny Craig. I'm not telling you that you have to literally cut everything off. People who tell you that, those are extremists. I'm not telling them that it can't work, because it can work. Every person is different. Our genetics is set up differently. What works for one person won't always be what works for the next person. I think that's where a lot of people get misconstrued. I personally don't drink soda. haven't touched soda in like 7 years for real. Won't even get my alcohol mixed with soda. The times that I do drink alcohol. I'm not even a big alcohol drinker. Getting too OD into that, you know, you get beer gut, and I don't want one of them. So yeah, just work on your diet, man. Number 4. Now, I know this is about to be hard for a lot of people, man. And as a person that's working on being an anti-sinner, that's probably why this one feels so big to me. I say this even if, you know, you're not a person that believes in God or you have a different belief system. I understand that, you know, I respect all cultures and all backgrounds, you know. I believe in God. That's not you, I understand, but I still feel like this would help you. Stop cursing. Stop cursing. Stop negative language in general. All of that negative language that we put out into the world is honestly why we see so much negative stuff happening. I'm gonna give you an example. If you went down the street, right, and you ask somebody how they doing, that sounds so much better than like when you walk up to somebody and say, what the are you doing? The way your tone comes off, the energy that you put behind the words that you say, the way that you project yourself, that negative energy that you keep putting out into the world, which is another part of the negative energy thing. But that negative energy that you put out into the world does tend to come back to you. Although I'm not a person who believes in karma and stuff like that, I do think that negative energy that you put out into the world is why you keep receiving so much negative energy. So you keep doing bad things, like you're always, I don't know, let's say you have a cheating problem, you're always cheating on all your partners. Those type of things like fall back on you, you know? The reason why you keep seeing bad stuff happening is because, you know, not taking that initiative to stop indulging in all those negative things. The violence and anger and hatred that happens between each other really be because we allow it. Pull yourself away from that. Do more positive stuff. Think more about yourself. Think more about like how you can help instead of hinder. Number 5, better yourself. You hear people bring up bettering yourself all the time, but like a lot of us don't really be understanding what that means. People be like, work on yourself. They don't give you no direction. Again, if you're a person of God, that would be doing stuff like praying more, going to church, staying high on your morals, you know, things like that. You're not somebody like that. I would say that would be doing things like finding out the things that you love to do, find out the things that you dislike, find out the type of people that you like hanging around, find out the type of people you don't like hanging around, find your general interests in life, you know, your hobbies, you know, find out stuff about yourself that you thought was previously wrong, but then you found out to be true. When I was growing up, people used to say I was sarcastic all the time. Didn't used to see it, I'm not gonna lie. I had to start listening to myself talk, and I was like, dang, you can be very sarcastic. I'm not gonna lie. You can be very sarcastic, even though you may not be trying to. I'm what I would call unintentionally sarcastic. Like, I say some sarcastic remarks, but to me, it don't even feel like I'm doing it. I have to catch myself in the act of doing it. Are you drinking a kiwi drink? And I'll be like, no, I'm just drinking a green drink. Duh. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Like, I had to find these things. I had to find that out about myself. I think the term is extroverted introvert. I would say I'm one of those because, in this setting, like right now where y'all hearing me talk, yeah, I sound like, you know, I'm always like a talker. Some people tell me like I put my words together pretty well. I'm a good conversationalist. But then I get out into the real world and I'll be like mute. But when I'm comfortable with people, it reopens itself, but only to a certain extent and to a certain group of people at times. Sometimes I'm like that around family, but sometimes I'm not. That certain level of comfortability for me is what really brings out the extroverted side. Going through normal life brings out my introverted side. Yeah, you feel me? The way I'm talking right now is probably not how I'd be talking if like we was having a conversation in real life, unless we just clicking like that and we just bouncing back and forth. I can have a conversation with you. Don't think like I'm gonna be the person that's always going around engaging in conversations. I'm not the best at that. I'm becoming a better social person, but I'm not the best at that right now. Number 6, learn a new skill. Remember I was talking about hobbies earlier? Like, a lot of us have hobbies. A lot of us find out later in life that we're actually really good at something that we didn't even know we were good at. When I was like growing up as a child, I used to always be good, like just creating games off the top of my head. We're playing rock, paper, scissors, right? I'm the person, rock, paper, scissors, spaceman. You know, like, you ain't know spaceman could beat you if you ain't say meteor, right? Nobody thinking like that. I used to like literally write down rules for games. I used to come up with stuff. Just used to be up here. Didn't know like how good I was at stuff like that. That led into me finding out how creative I actually can be as a person. And that's honestly kind of part of the reason of how I learned that I wanted to be doing YouTube. That all of that was like new skills. I learned how to edit on my own, you know what I'm saying? Learned a new skill when I did that. Even to this day, I still learn new skills. I learned about positioning, lighting, setups, you know, different things like that. So I would definitely say learning a new skill this year would definitely be something, you know, can help you improve as a person. Number 7, enjoy life, man. Some of us spend too much time trying to survive and not enough time trying to live. Nicki Minaj once said in a song, everybody dies but not everybody lives. That could go over a head if like you don't really think about what she means when she says that. A lot of us spend too much time like focusing on like survival instincts, survival nature, you know. People like get over on people because they always think about how they're gonna survive. But you don't really think about like how you're gonna live. Living and surviving is not the same thing. We're surviving when we're out here working to like just get well enough in life so that like we have a tomorrow to like focus on. Doing things like buying weapons and stuff like that, and thinking about like all the violence that can happen, and then think about how you can counteract that. That's you on survival instinct. But you on living instinct. What type of stuff could I do bring me stuff like generational wealth? What kind of stuff am I gonna do that's gonna bring me true happiness? Because true happiness and, you know, just being happy in the moment is not the same thing. Actually living a life we have instead of just being stuck in these 9-to-5 cycles and trying to out social media somebody, trying to out political somebody, out government the government. Focus on like happiness, progression, and development. I feel like that would do a huge, you know, service to our lives. A lot of us don't spend enough time doing that. Number 8, distance yourself from bad energy. With that, I know I kind of dipped into this on a whole different point, but basically what I'm saying with this, when you know like you're around people that like get into activities that you're really not that comfortable with, and you really know in this little spot that you're really not that comfortable with it, but you be going on with stuff just to do it, you find yourself in a situation, it affects you years down the road more than you thought it was going to. That could be doing stuff like hanging out with the wrong crowds of people, getting into doing activities that you should have never got into, getting stuck into like a negative cycle of like, oh, I'm gonna do this later. I'm gonna do this tomorrow, but then tomorrow turns into next week turns into next month turns into next year turns into a decade. Get out those negative cycles, man. Going into any of these negative type of cycles, and this can even apply again to people that's in school. You know, sometimes when we're in school, you feel so much pressure. Probably people around you, probably your parents, probably some of your friends, probably like the school that you're in, probably the work that you have to do, probably the job that you have. It's okay to stop doing things. People be scared, pursue new things in life, but really life is really chance after chance. You're always getting new chances, you know. If you only have one chance on earth in general, once you mess up, it's over. If that was the case, none of us will really be here. I'm gonna be honest with you. All of us gonna make a mistake at some point in time. Most things that we do that was wrong at some point in time, we get a second chance from. You have to realize when you're getting that second chance, so when you see these negative actions, you gotta learn to like pull yourself back from it. Pull yourself back from all of these bad things that's like not really doing anything for you. That could be separating yourself from people. That could be quitting a job that you're at. That could be changing your major in school. It could even be dropping out of school. I ain't gonna lie. It could be a lot of things. Whatever that thing is for you, realize that and like don't let it just be that thing that holds you back in life. Number 9, stop caring about other people's opinions. No matter how far you get in life, no matter what you're doing, even right now, you could be 3 years old. There's always gonna be somebody out here judging you. You cannot let that be something that controls your life. You cannot let that be something that controls your decisions. Because honestly, when I was in school, all of that stuff used to matter. Like when people used to like be throwing out little rumors about me, you know, they used to get under my skin. People like would try to like bully you, stuff like that, or like tell you,
oh, you're not good enough. Oh, you're not big enough. Oh, you weak. Oh, you ugly. Oh, you're this, you're that.
Once you get out into the real world, you start realizing more and more every day how much none of that stuff matters. If you get stuck in the wrong cycles, you'll keep thinking that stuff matters, but like once you detach yourself away from it, nobody cares. I'm here to tell you, nobody cares. All of that stuff that peer pressure and social media be having you thinking, it's false. It's falsified. It's fake information. People putting up videos of them getting houses at 21. Great for them. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean I have to be a multi-millionaire with 10 houses behind me and a plaque that says millionaire of the year at the age of 20. Bro, that's not how life works. But that judgment that other people putting on you, like, oh, you're not here yet? What's wrong with you? Like, don't worry about that. We all grow and move at our own pace in life. People like making you always feel like it's too late. Will put you into one of those mindsets that I was talking about earlier, not progressing enough because you feel like the stuff that you're trying to do ain't doing enough for you. Listen, you know how many times I told myself, man, I'm too old to do this, man. It's over with. I don't tell myself that so many times, and I've learned multiple times over and over again that, bro, I was just being stupid. Bro, I just needed to take the time to just get right. What other people are saying about your life ain't gonna make anything happen to your life. Somebody telling you you're not good enough to do something, somebody telling you that you won't make it somewhere, doesn't mean that you won't make it somewhere. Just cause Billy down the street said that you don't look good, that don't mean that you ugly. I'm about to say, that's just Billy's opinion. Billy entitled to feel however he want to feel. When you walk around that corner, you don't even see Billy no more. Why does what Billy say matter to you? Why does what Sarah say matter to you because she's supposed to be the popular girl in school? That don't matter, honestly. In the long run, it really don't matter. Sarah is entitled to be whoever Sarah wants to be. If she wants to walk around being ignorant like that, thinking life is like a rating scale where you just look at people like, oh, you're a 5, you're a 7. Y'all sound like bots. Who cares? Bruh, it don't matter for real. Let them opinions get out your head, bruh, cause them opinions don't mean anything at the end of the day. And then number 10, like, share, subscribe, man. No, I'm just playing. No, I had to do it one time. I had to pull out that generic YouTube lingo. Number 10, I would say love yourself. Simple as that. Like, we put too much time into like not loving ourselves, you know. Self-love is the best love, you know. You can't learn how to love others until you learn how to love yourself. That's an important like message that I've heard in my life, and it took me a long time to understand it. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't like I heard it and then like it clicked for me the next day. Sometimes it might take you a week. If you need to hear this video, I hope it really helps you, but like if you need to hear this video 5 months down the road and like just go back, whoever listens to this now, get a few months down, you know, try to do these things, then come back and then like realize what you have and haven't done on this list. Cause I don't expect you to like be perfect and do all 10 of these things all at one time. Like it just takes time. Like growth is not linear, you know what I'm saying? Growth don't look like this. Growth looks like,
what is that?
That's real, bro. It's not always progressing. Sometimes it backs up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you regress a little bit, but you know, we all progress again at our own level. So when you learn to love yourself, a lot of the other stuff that I said in this list will literally fall in line under that. Like you'll start understanding how little a lot of that stuff matters. This social world, these social constructs and all this random BS stuff they be bringing up now in this world, at the end of the day, really don't be matter. What matters is bettering yourself, becoming a better person. You may not be giving, you know, enough credit to yourself as you probably should be. I have love for you. I hope you have love for me. I hope this was able to help you, because this is a list of like things that even I've been working on over the last few years, you know. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give your boy a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Yeah, there'll be videos around me, probably a subscribe button over here. And as always, it's been real. It's your boy. I'm out.